Ark Survivors, number 13 gaming back again. Thought we'd have a quick rundown of the latest addition, well, latest cool addition to the Ark family. And here we have a DireBear. It's taken us this long to find a decent level. I found that I could go around and clear out DireBears spawns, and the dinosaurs that would come back wouldn't be DireBears. It's only now that I've actually been clearing out everything in regions that I actually found a decent level. And I'd found nothing over 100 since launch, and then I found a 116. So of course they tame up with Carno Kibble. This one took 47 Carno Kibble. It got attacked by Dilos along the way, so I had to let it wake up and knock it out again. But it took about 2 hours to tame official PvE server. I used my Quet's taming box just to keep it safe while I did some stuff around the house. So it's tamed out at 166. I haven't put any levels into it yet. I have just run along the beach a little and playing around with it, so I actually learn what things do before I talk to you guys. But it's literally 5 minutes old, and of course, yes, I put a paint job on it straight away. Not many good paint jobs out there at the moment. I might make one or two of my own, but we'll see. At the moment, Panda looks kind of cool, and of course it's called Poping from Kung Fu Panda. So the biggest thing that people are whinging about is the size. People are saying it's just a furry Famir. I actually like the size. I like the dinosaur itself. I think if it was any bigger, it would be difficult to maneuver about. It does not fit through a standard dinosaur gate, as long as it does have an actual door in it. It will fit through the gate without the door. But yeah, it's bigger than it looks, I guess, is what we should be saying. So you can see it is a little bit bigger than a Famir. I mean, if they were mammoth size, then I think it'd be a bit out. If they're stego sizes, I think that'd be a bit out as well. So what do? You press C, you get a hind leg grrr. You press your right mouse button, you get a swipe. Now, thing to note, you can't move while you perform this action. I'm pressing forwards at the moment. And then of course the standard left mouse button, it does a bite. Yeah, just a rrr. Now, this is important. It gathers fiber and berries, and it can eat berries. Since I've leveled it up, it's been munching away on the berries in the inventory and not eating the meat in the inventory. However, I can force feed it meat, and it will actually eat it. So, you know, if you have berries in its inventory, take a swipe on your way through, you can farm meat on it quite easily. But one thing I like about it is that you can tear through areas with fiber, pressing the left mouse button, and you actually do gather a lot of fiber. I mean, that's way better than a sickle. Even really high level sickles like Ascendant and Mastercraft and whatnot. As you can see, I'm not actually removing everything along the way. Bit of text there. So I'm not completely cleaning out these bushes. I haven't put anything into damage yet. I don't know if that will increase the rate, but I mean, that's a lot of fiber. Base stats, you can see, well, I'll just see how much fiber I actually got just then. So I couldn't actually see because we had some text in the way. No, it's not actually going to show me what the text is. That's great. GG Ark. A couple of thousand fiber, at least, anyway. Yeah, may as well have a look. Yeah, so I mean, that's a lot. Not that you need so much. I mean, if you have a Giganto on Gigantopithecus on Wander, you of course get a lot more than that. Yeah, so stats. This is the post-tame stats. It had a lot less health, a lot less everything, of course, when I actually knocked it out. However, it took close to 35 darts or 36 darts or something like that. It took a lot. And it actually reduced its health by over a half. So the second time that I knocked it out, I actually used a primitive rifle with a lot less damage on it. The first time I used, well, actually my green rifle with hardly any damage on it. but it took down over half the health, which I was quite surprised with. They come with quite a bit of weight. Movement speed, I haven't put anything into movement speed. That's what it actually tamed out as. So it looks to be a bit like the dolphins, where you'll get a movement speed based on the taming level, which of course is important. Stamina is quite good, oxygen is quite good, although it swims incredibly slowly. Food is nice and high, and of course melee damage is what I'm going to be pumping to start off with. So I'll be pumping melee damage and health. I'll probably get up to, man, I might just stop at 3k to start off with and then see how it does. It doesn't seem to take a lot of damage, but it actually does a lot of damage. So we'll just clear some stuff on the way back to the base. Yeah, sorry, we'll just throw some more points into damage. So we got a couple levels, 169, great number. So they really do quite good damage, and the fact that they can turn so quickly and maneuver so quickly, I like it. And it's good fun. It is good fun. I don't know what level this guy is. 80. Excellent. Yeah. So it's only got a normal saddle on it. As we get higher level saddles, of course, this will be a much more, you know, tankable, sort of tanking mount. I mean, it really didn't take much damage there. It was at full health just before, so I'll show you what we're at. I'll probably cook up a couple of brews and run around. So it really only took a little bit of damage. And of course, with its Tapor so high, you know, 17,800, you really don't have to worry about snakes or frogs or anything like that. It does seem to get a little bit faster the more you run, a bit like the Rhino. And I don't actually know if the stem goes down faster. Let someone with a better method maybe figure that one out. But it really does seem to motor along. It doesn't actually do any damage to things at that speed. Jumping in water does slow it down a little, but it can even, yeah, you slow down if you start attacking or using anything. But I mean, it's really not going through that much stamina at all, even at top speed. So we will level this guy. I guess we'll put as many levels on him as we can. We'll probably try and get up over 200, and then I might show him to you guys again and see what we're at. For now, it will be damage, which will just make the whole leveling process a little bit easier. As you can see, I just got 4 points into damage there. Yeah, I like it. It's going to be my ground mount. I live near the base of the volcano. That's my current base, my operating base. And then I have sort of an egg farm down by the Red Arc. And that's where the farm is, where all the dinosaurs go that I don't need at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't get as much chitin or keratin as some of the other dinos. Of course, it can also take down trees. Yeah, but I'm not getting wood or thatch from it, right? So yeah, I don't believe I am. No, I'm not at all. So it's only a fiber machine, and of course, being an omnivore, you know, you can have it near your berry eaters, and you can just eat those berries from the trough. It really has no trouble going through these sorts of areas. I mean, it's not as frustrating as a Rex or a Giga, and it really has no trouble munching on anything. And these DireBears do hit. I mean, this one particularly killed me 4 times while I was taming it. In fact, what we might actually do is probably go alpha farming just to see what we can get. Hopefully just raptors. Although I think it could probably take on a Carno quite easily. So as you can see, it gets up to speed, and if you hit anything, it sort of knocks it off its stride. And what's doing, Ark Survivors? Number 13 Gaming back again. So we had a little crash just the other day with our jaunt across the hills, and I didn't realize that we had corrupted video as well. Managed to recover some of it, but here we are. So I've fed a couple of tonics to this guy over the course of the last couple of days. We've got him up to, sorry, they're the experience tonics, using the black pearls and the rhino horns and a couple of crops and whatnot, one of the new recipes that's out. So we've got it up to 201. It really has no trouble with anything. It's quite a beast. All I've leveled after getting to 3k health is damage. So we're looking at 373 damage at the moment. I think I'll get it up to 400 the way I'm going. As you can see, the experience there is only 7,199 to the next level. And it's really no trouble getting experience onto this guy. Complete opposite to the beaver, complete opposite to the rhino. It's a lot of fun running around where you build up speed. It can swim. I said it can swim. It swims very slowly. It actually swims a lot faster than wild ones. And I don't know, maybe we can put something into oxygen and improve on that a little. So got a Kana who'll get wrecked, and the rhinos come to play. So there's really no there's no hassle in leveling them up. They're great fun. I would love to find another high level. It took me so long to find this one, so I'm not sure if that's actually feasible in the short near term. But I'd love to pump speed on one of them and get it up to 350 or so. I've included the video of the dunk on this one. If people wanted any tips on how to paint stuff, there's heaps of easy tutorials out there. So hit them up. But if you want them as I explain things quite simply, then just let me know. So yeah, so I'll tack this on to the end of the other video. I think I gave a reasonable rundown of the DireBear. It would be nice if it was a little bigger. I said I thought it was a good size, but then I was running around on a rhino for a couple of days, and just imagine if it was just a little bit bigger. Just that little bit bigger. It'd be a beast. But yeah, maybe they'll make changes, maybe they won't, who knows. There's been some interesting developments. Of course, all next week, next week, we're looking at a patch with some new dinos. So I'll try and get onto them nice and early. Maybe I'll settle for some low-level tames. This rhino was a 116, and I've leveled it for the same amount of time as I've leveled the panda, sorry, the DireBear, and it's just really slow going. And it's not because it's a slow creature, it's just because I can't heal it. So you can't get into risky situations. You just can't. He's sad because of it. So he's called Unicorn, although he actually has two, but don't tell him that. But we'll hit you up with some more videos a little bit later. Ask any questions about anything that I'm doing. I'm actually planning a really big build at the moment, so I've been rather busy on that, collecting a lot of stuff. So I hope you're having a good time in Ark. It's evolving, it's changing, it's getting interesting. It is a bit of a quiet period, so stick to it. Maybe build something cool, or pad out your farms and get your eggs. Who knows what the next level of dinosaurs, what their eggs will be that they actually need. So good luck, and talk soon. Number 13 out.